Guys, welcome to another For Honor video. Today, first off, showing off the Kensei hero skin. This looks really good. Like, the material and the colors change a lot. Like, the material color is obviously, like, you know, the main, like, where the anything that's metal here is based off the material, aside from that little bit of gold. But the color is all from the paint pattern, so it looks really freaking good, man. Like, it is super nice. Sword is also adjusted with the paint pattern as well, so it all matches. It's really nice. Now, aside from that, what this video is going to be about is specifically the balance changes that Kensei got. For those of you guys who don't know, he got what looked like a bunch of buffs coming with what seems like insignificant nerfs to like hit stun and stuff like that. But after doing a little bit of testing, I'm really not sure if this is overall a buff or a nerf to Kensei. I kind of want to say it's more of a nerf, which is sad to hear because Kensei right now, the only way he thrives is against people with bad hardware or bad reactions by just light spamming. That's about it. That, or if you ever hit the dodge forward light, you know, you go into the unblockable and it's not interruptible and you have, you know, some scary pressure. Because then, you know, you got him near a wall here and you can do whatever. But just to go over a couple of things. The main thing they changed on this patch is the top heavy is now faster. It's like 800 ms down from like 1,000 or 1,100. So it's way quicker. But the reason this is significant is you can go into this bash really quick now, which is still changed even on miss. Or you can just dodge forward in GB. So it does give a really good opener for him now. It's actually really nice. However, he still has some glaring flaws. So an issue we had before, which has not been addressed here, is if you go from bash into your light into the unblockable, you still get interrupted. That hasn't changed, okay? However, there is now a new problem with that unblockable. So beforehand, the only time where that unblockable was interruptible is if you hit them with a light beforehand, like you saw there, like with a chain light. And that was the same with, like, you know, if you just do a normal chain light like this. However, your dodge forward light or dodge attack, or really any other attack that I can think of, you know, that's chainable, so you wouldn't count like the zone or anything, would always confirm the unblockable hit before. It would never get interrupted. Now, granted, the opponent could always like dodge attack you or something. So you would go into, like, you know, this, but it's blockable, like you just saw there, which actually worked out. I didn't even set the word into block there. But that's an issue that you could always do before. If you were hit, you could always just light at him and then just block. And that was something you'd always do against this version. But now you can actually, you can light him out of everything, which kind of sucks. Now, to be granted, a lot of things clash now. But the dodge forward light no longer has heavy hit stun, and now has medium hit stun. So if I dash forward light into this, he's going to clash with me every single time, which really, really sucks. So if I do this again, I still win the trade in the end, but now there's not a single scenario where that unblockable will hit without them having the ability to clash with you. The same goes if I start with a heavy here. It doesn't even matter. I'm trying to think of another scenario. I'll just backstep light into like top heavy or something. No, it doesn't matter. But Nature's Wrath's the same way. They're going to clash every time. I'll just do a chain heavy. It's going to clash every time. And it's really unfortunate. Another thing that also affects this is the dodge attack. It's the same way. But now if it's blocked, beforehand this wasn't an issue. Now if it's blocked, I don't know why I didn't actually block that. Let me turn that back off and on. Oh, it's block after first attack. I need block the light. There we go. If he blocks it, now he can interrupt me every time. Which is really a tragedy, man. It's really bad. Like, because beforehand, if you dodge attacked, you could go into that unblockable and you weren't interrupted. But now, they can do it every time. And if you go for this right here, they have time to block that. You can tell his guard came up. The bot's not set to block, but his guard came up. And it just really sucks, dude. Let me see if I can make him do it just to confirm it for you guys. I don't know why he didn't attack there. Oh, it's because I haven't set on block, probably. Yep. But it's so... It's bad, man. I mean, now he has this opener, which is fantastic. It's really good. And you're still going to get... If they're near walls or anything, you're going to have really good pressure just doing this. And it is good to still have more damage on top, you know, if you have that heavier hit stun like this, to where if they do light you, they do lose the trade. But now, I mean, if the opponent just never wants to go, you know, on defense, they can just go for a light. Now, granted, you know, I could always go like this, you know, hard feint it into a parry, you know, a light parry, but man, I shouldn't have to do that. I should never have to do that every single time as my option. That just sucks, dude. Like, for example, look at this. It's light at first attack. I have to feint that, do a really quick parry. I should never have to do that. I mean, granted, it is a pretty high damage unblockable. Don't get me wrong. It's 34 damage. But it's also single target. It doesn't have a big sweeping hit like, say, a Raider unblockable for 32. Or really anybody else that has a 32 damage unblockable. It's a single target 34 damage. So, I don't know. How do y'all feel about that, guys? I think, personally, it's kind of trash. It sucks. Now, this, like I said, is great. But that sucks. That... I don't know. I can't express my frustration enough. It just really sucks. Now, as far as deflex go, I don't think any of that's changed. Let me see. If I set them on parry and counter guard break, I'll make sure real quick if this hasn't changed. I don't think it has. Okay, you still get free guard breaks on the deflex. Sides, I don't think I've ever guaranteed it. So that should have changed. There may be some niche scenarios where that does guarantee it. I've had people tell me that sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but... Oh, man, it just sucks, man. I was so looking forward to this Kensei change, but the hit stun changes just kind of ruined it, dude. This is just... This was great. That's the only thing I think they needed to change. This top heavy speed into this. That's all they needed to change. I'm really not sure why they changed it. If you guys know why they changed it, you know, like what scenario, you know, why it really affected it, because I don't know, man. I really don't know why they did that. I think there was the scenario where you could like do this and then like target swap at somebody else and confirm the damage, but maybe that's why they did it. But even so, I feel like not enough people use that to justify this. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know y'all's thoughts, because like I said, Kensei's, you know, having a better opener is freaking great, but now the finisher is interruptible. If they go for a light attack, hell, even if they go for even if they, you know, don't try to interrupt it, but, you know, I soft feint into this heavy, it got its damage lower now. So if they light me, I only end up on top by like 16 damage or something. You know what I mean? It sucks, dude. It sucks. So, oh, I don't know. I'll have other videos on everybody else, and I will end up making a duel video specifically with this character on release. So we'll try him out and see how he actually does in the live servers. But as of right now, with this change, it just... I'm not happy with this, especially with the dodge attack one. It's trash, so... Hope y'all did enjoy the video. Hope you learned something new. A little more of a breakdown. I'm sure Freeze will probably have something else as well on this, but I don't know. It just, with the direction the game's moving, with how high damage it is already anyways, 32 is like your common. Oh, I think they need to add the old hit stun back. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next video.